How this small trader transformed $200 into more than 60K on the back of Andrew Tate. What does he know that we don't? I spent the last 6 hours studying all his moves to understand what is the strategy behind it, and I will show you how you can also copy it and understand where he's going. And we will also study this wallet that transformed $6,000 into $1.3 million. By the way, welcome on Handsome Finance, where we study what's happening on chain. Because the blockchain is an open ledger, we can see all the transactions. So we know who made money, who lost money, and we can follow the smart money to make more money. Don't forget to pour down your little matcha and let's get to it. Let's start with our first investor that bought some Top G, a reference to Andrew Tate. He bought on February 2nd at 3 a.m. for $200 and now sold at 3:50 a.m., 4 a.m. for $5,000, then $3,000, then 1.5, then 2.5, then 2.5, then 2.2, then 1.9, then he made a bunch of money. And we want to understand what was the selling process behind it. How did he spot this coin? Did he do it again and again? And I will also show you an extra wallet as a surprise just after this one on how to find them, so you will have the full process. Now this coin went down and is going back up, but it doesn't matter. Our guy took profit. He didn't try to be the diamond hand or whatever you call it. He bought super early. What I want to see here is, was it just luck, or this guy is really good at printing money with meme coins? Again, he sold less than a minute ago for $6,500 of the Top G. I can see another coin that he traded a lot called Marshall AI. Now, what I will do is take this contract address, try to find it on Dex Screener. We have it here. Then I will take the wallet of our guy and filter it to see which transaction he made. So he bought pretty early for $7,000 of it. Let's check how he did it. Bought and sold at the same time. 74.43, 74.56, 74.40, 40. So on that one, he lost money, which is surprising that the size of his position were a lot different at that time. He went with $7,000. I am not sure if you should copy him, but he's definitely not the best trader so far, because on this third coin that I found, he got rug pull. It means he put money in, but couldn't get it out. However, he still made a bunch of money on that one. Before we go to a guy that transformed $6,000 into 1.3 million, I want to show you how do I find those addresses so you can do the same. And actually, if you want to download all the addresses that we talked about in this video, plus all your favorite influencers, the biggest investment funds and all that, you have a file in the description where I put the Publix address. My process to find the best traders is pretty straightforward. I will check all the crypto that had a massive pump recently. For example, in the last 24 hours, what had the biggest pump? We got Top G, we got Lambo, we got Portoshi, GM, Sol, Apple, and I will check as well the liquidity, because if we don't have much liquidity, there is no point to check that coin because there's not enough money to be made. This is one way, or the other way would be to check the coins that got launched recently. Jupe, a popular one, and I will check the top traders. For the top traders, I will check how much they invested in, how many transactions. This guy invested $6,700. and made already 58K back. Pretty good trade for him. This guy, way too many transactions, so maybe that's a bot, maybe that's a liquidity pool. Let's check, for example, this guy. He bought at multiple times. When did he buy? He did a massive sell of 60,000 US dollars. That was his best trade. He bought pretty early on January 31, bought multiple times, and just sold in 3 times. He probably had an order limit to sell at 0.65, which was, I guess, the top of that coin. All-time high $2, but when we check on this graph, we can see that the all-time high was actually only at 65. By the way, I saw that we are 2,500 subscribers. So if everyone who watched this video click on subscribe, then we will reach 3,000 subscribers. Isn't it Amazing. And of course, you could click on the notification bell if you don't want to miss out on the next best wallets that I found that you could copy as well. The other way that we started to see was to check, of course, the biggest pump that we have, and we want a high liquidity. For example, this one, 101K, should be fine. Some Meow Casino. And here I will check again the top traders. See that this guy made 30K, 18K with a small amount again. 318. Really strange behavior. He was selling before he bought. So that's probably the wallet of a developer, as I guess he received them before that. It's easy to gamble after one sold when you never bought it and then just sold 43, 1.69. So now I have to check this address. It's definitely strange that he started to sell before he even bought it. A wallet with 50K today. Sold transfer. It's a strange wallet address that do tons of transactions. And they receive a lot. Why there is such a small transaction like that? Is it maybe from a protocol? I don't know. So get 17.37 Myro, 1 USDC, buy swagcoin.sol. This wallet bought here and sold right at the top. I will go into each of those wallets one by one to see all the transactions they did, to see if we can see if they made more money or not. This one, for example, just did one trade, but maybe he got all the wallets that are connected. This is where I will check. NFTupdates.sol is the one that fed this wallet 15 sol. So I will check that one and check all the transfer they did. As you can see, it's a process that takes time. That's why I like to do it as a group in the investors boardroom, for example, because we get a lot faster and we can gather this knowledge. That's enough. I am tired of beginners. Let's switch to our big wallet. You can see all the trades that he made. What we're doing when we study how much money they make and everything, it's the same in dating. Like, you want to listen from someone who actually converted, someone who actually went to speak to some people, someone who had some data, someone who can go to Shibuya crossing, talk to someone and kiss them in the next few minutes. This is what we are looking for here. This investor, I don't know if I should call it like that, went into $WIF dog with hat on November 23. Few days after it went live. He didn't win at the beginning of it. But he bought some. 5 sol, took back his initial here, made 10 sol, and then put 5 sol, 11, 7.7, but all the time here, didn't care. Whatever the market do, he doesn't care. But then, woohoo, that's where he started to have fun, when everyone was getting in. And look at that, he even had the audacity to buy again during the dip, to sell again on you guys. Because if you have this coin and you don't follow him, then you're making a huge mistake. Look at that, this is crazy. The number of selling, sold. And I know what you're wondering. Yeah, but maybe Antoine is just someone who got lucky again. Okay, he made $1 million, cool on him, but can he make it again? Because I want to know if I should follow him. Well, that's a coin he just went in. He bought some here for 15 sol, 10 sol at the price of 20.63, 19.15, and now it's already at 23.58. So if I was following him, I would have sold here a bit of it at 28, make some good profit. So that's his next bet. This coin, Stan sold, Stanley Cup coin. I know, don't mention this in any dates. No matter if you're a guy or a girl, just don't. It's not gonna go well. Then you may be thinking, okay, we saw different traders, two were like, so, but they still made a lot of money. And the last one was really powerful. But how would you find those other ones? Well, as I said, I showed the process. It takes a bit of time, but imagine if you are 50 people, for example, you just need one of those 50 people that find a good address, and then everyone else can copy it. That's why I have the investors boardroom, so we can do this together. But the second thing would be like, Okay, but now that we have those addresses, how do we copy them into one? Well, for that, you should definitely check this video, because actually most of those traders that we saw, how they come early and how they manage to sell at multiple times like this without having to be on their laptop, they use bots, and this is what I explained in this video. So definitely go check it out. Of course, the thumbs up, the subscribe if you like it, but don't forget one thing more important than all that. Stay handsome. Ciao.